Well, all right. It's Wildcat Tales. Wildcat Spratt. This is of the Wildcat Women. Yeah. And if you go to that Wildcat Women segment, you'll see the pictures. But this is a little dialogue for you, behind the scenes. First of all, I'd like to mention someone that's not there, and that was the girl that taught me how to color in preschool, Ellen Wentland. Thank you. And I won the coloring contest too, and I danced on the tables. It was great. Also must mention my first real girlfriend. I was only 4 years old. She was an older woman. She was 6. And that was Linda Derringer, now Linda McCool. Fabulous. Now we get into the first real relationship, and that was in 4th and 5th grade with Virginia Thomas. And I have no picture of her, but she lives just down the street. And also the big deal on that was I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan at her house on television. You know, it was February 9th, 1964, and I was there with all her sisters, and I knew something was going on that day. Okay, looking at the pictures, you can see my junior high school girlfriend, Rosalind Lawrence. There's some cute little pictures from the old photo booth down at Woolworth's downtown, and then you can see she came out to see me in Hollywood about 15 years later, and she hadn't changed a bit. She was fabulous. Okay now, in high school, I had that one little picture of Leslie Wheeler. She had hair down to her waist. She was fabulous, but her parents hated me. I was a long-haired musician. Oh my. But she was wonderful. And after I got out of high school and ran wild for a few years, I ended up meeting a girl that I was with for 6 years, and that would have been Kathy Bateman. And we had a lot of fun. Those were the wild years, between the ages of about 18, 19, and 25, back in the mid-70s. Wow. And she was fabulous. She was very helpful, and she was a great photographer, and we really had a lot of fun. After Kathy and I split up after 6 years of living together, which is quite the record, I ended up in a relationship with Lisa Taylor from Central City. It was a bit short-lived and ill-fated, but it was love at first sight, and my heart was broken so bad the next thing I knew I was in Hollywood, California. And Hollywood was quite a trip. Those were the years between 82 and 88. A lot of fun. But I ended up with a girl who was just fabulous. Anastasia von Spatel, also known as Stacy Jacobs, descended from Hungarian royalty. This girl was fabulous. An artist, a musician, a singer, a poet. She knew everything about restaurants and clothes. She had dressed the stars like John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And we just partied from San Francisco down to San Diego into Mexico and had more fun than anyone. And that was a lot of fun. But eventually I left Los Angeles, came back to Cedar Rapids, and right away met an amazing woman, Toni McLean from Vinton. I was out hanging posters for a gig, my first gig back in Cedar Rapids, 1988. There she was. It was love at first sight. 2 years of wild rock and roll madness. Let me tell you about it. Yes, it's nice to put these pictures on here. A lot of nice girls and everything, but I'm keeping it PG, you know. I'm not putting in the interesting stuff. Maybe it'll pop up someday, though. Well, after Toni and I split, and I ran wild in the summer of '92, I should say 91, I did end up meeting a fabulous woman in Anamosa at a hostage gig, Lori Osterkamp, Lori Love. I loved her so much, it almost killed me. That was the last time I was in full-blown, total 100% head over heels love, and just about didn't survive. And then along came Angel. Lisa McGowan. We were together for 4 years, had a lot of fun, a lot of pictures, a lot of parties. Wow. Yeah, we went to Woodstock 94, and we went to Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame grand opening and concert in 95. And those are some pretty wild years. And finally, it just kind of caught up with us, and we changed. I ended up meeting an altogether different woman, Nancy Dearborn, and there began my spiritual quest. And I was involved at Unity Church and all the choirs and the churches and the schools and the libraries and the museums, and I was off on this spiritual quest working with youth groups, and oh my, that was some of the best years. That was 98, especially 97, 98. And then I went off on my own in 99 and 2000, but I met Trish Peters. Wow, what a wild woman, full of passion, really smart, Mensa smart, Mensa society. She was an interesting person to have a conversation with. We broke up on every date. A lot of fun though, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. And that was like 2000 to 2003. And then I ran into someone I had known for 20 years. I had met with Hostage back in '89. And that was down at the Taste of Iowa. And that was in 2003. And that was Nancy Schoen. And we've been together on and off ever since. It's been over 8 years. She's a wonderful woman, a lovely lady, a great girl. I, of course, the conflicted, tortured soul. God bless us all. God help everybody. What a wonderful, wild world it is. Where would we be without women? Well, I love you, baby. And I'll see you later.